Yes, Ford dug this one up on purpose. The Bronco Classic Wagon is back, and it's not the shiny new Bronco you're already picturing. Everybody remembers the modern Bronco. Almost nobody remembers the boxy little wagon that started the whole thing back in 1966, the one that got buried under decades of bigger, softer SUVs. Ford just brought that original shape back from the dead, built it with real steel doors instead of plastic panels, and priced it in a way that's about to make some SUV owners genuinely uncomfortable. That face is flat, upright, almost stubborn looking, exactly like the original was back in the 60s. Round headlights sit inside a simple grille with just 3 horizontal bars, no fake mesh pattern trying to look tough for the sake of it. The whole front end reads like a tool, not a fashion statement. There's a small trail badge stamped into the fender, a quiet callback to where this shape actually came from decades ago. Even the hood has a subtle raised ridge down the center, a functional vent more than a styling flourish. Wait until you see how short the whole thing actually is from bumper to bumper.
This wagon is tiny by modern SUV standards, and that's the entire point. Short wheelbase, tall greenhouse, and a flat roof you could genuinely stand on without worrying about denting anything underneath your boots. The doors are steel, not aluminum, and you can hear the difference when they shut, a real thunk instead of a hollow clap you get from most crossovers now. Even the spare tire mounts to the side of the rear quarter panel, exactly where it sat on the original truck decades ago, instead of getting tucked underneath out of sight. The whole shape sits high on its tires too, tall enough to clear real obstacles instead of just looking like it could. Later in this video, I'll tell you exactly what this thing costs, and it's going to change how you look at every other new SUV sitting on a dealer lot right now. Flat tailgate, round tail lights, and a rear window that actually rolls down into the tailgate itself, just like it did in 1966. Ford brought that mechanism back on purpose, and it works exactly the way you'd want it to. No motorized gimmick, just a simple crank. Every panel back here is doing a real job. The tailgate hinges are exposed steel, built to be serviced with basic hand tools instead of a dealer visit. Even the rear bumper is a simple steel tube, built to take a hit off-road instead of just looking rugged in a parking lot for the photos. Step inside for a second, because the cabin tells you exactly what Ford actually prioritized here. Climb inside, and it's simple in a way that feels almost radical in 2027. Rubber floor mats you can hose out after a muddy trail day, a small digital gauge cluster tucked behind an old-style 2-spoke steering wheel that actually feels good in your hands. There's a touchscreen for navigation, but it's small, off to the side, clearly an afterthought rather than the star of the dashboard. The seats are upright, supportive, built for a full day on a trail rather than an afternoon at a coffee shop parking lot. That flat dash with real metal switches is where a good chunk of the price actually goes, instead of getting burned on screens nobody asked for in the first place. Even the door pulls are simple steel loops, the kind of hardware you'd expect to outlast the truck itself. Now here's the horsepower number that's about to make this little wagon a lot more interesting. Under the hood sits a turbocharged 4-cylinder, making around 300 horsepower, paired with real 4-wheel drive and a genuine low-range transfer case, not some electronic simulation of one. 0 to 60 lands around 6.5 seconds, which is not really the point of this truck at all. Take it off-road, and the story changes completely. The suspension soaks up rocks and ruts like they're speed bumps, and the whole thing feels planted no matter how steep the trail gets underneath it. This isn't built to impress you on a highway on-ramp. It's built to get you home from somewhere a normal SUV never should have gone in the first place. Remember that number I promised you back in the side section? The Bronco Classic Wagon starts at $48,000.
Compare that to a Land Rover Defender or a Lexus GX, and this thing is genuinely thousands cheaper while offering real, provable off-road capability instead of just the image of it sitting in a suburban driveway. You're not paying for badge prestige here. You're paying for a truck that can actually back up everything it looks like it can do, panel by panel.
Would you actually take this off-road over a Defender? Or is that badge still worth the extra money to you? Tell me straight in the comments. I want to hear the real argument here, not just the obvious answer everyone gives. Here's what actually matters about this truck. Ford didn't just slap a retro badge on a modern SUV. They dug up a shape nobody was asking for and made it genuinely capable again, instead of just nostalgic. If that price against a Defender surprised you, drop a like on your way out. It tells me these deep-cut revivals are worth doing more of. And subscribe if you want more forgotten icons dragged back into the spotlight every single week, because there are plenty more where this one came from.